Okay, so it is a extremely hot, sunny afternoon on a Friday, calling for thunderstorms later this afternoon, which it's almost getting to be tornado weather again. It's super bright, so I'm squinting and I'm kind of underneath a tree here. But this is the plan for the summer project. I'm gonna get it started because we've had a couple of days of solid, just no rain, very, very dry. Yeah, so anyway, whatever, let's get right to it. So during the winter, I created this little pathway here. This was the original way down to get across the property on either side, to get down around that way, and also to go around the little ATV trail that I made going around there. So I wanted a more gradual slope that would be better for the side-by-side, because it's a pretty aggressive slope. It's not so bad when it's just the side-by-side, but when you got a trailer with logs and wood and stuff like that, it gets to be a little bit challenging if it's not opportune weather. So I want to be able to bring some more granular 3" minus or 6" minus if they have it along here, just kind of fill up the low spots. And then what I'm going to attempt to do is to do a swamp crossing. This will definitely not be done in one episode. So this will be a multi-episode type of event. I'm really hoping that I can get this done by the end of August. So that will be dependent on a few different things. So first, I've got to dig back all the swampy type of soil that's there, and my plan is to kind of create a semi-dam going over to this area, to the pond that I built, my little tester pond that I built last summer, where the dog's playing right now. So I want to get rid of all this soil, kind of sort through it, get the stumps, throw that, discard that. Some of the soil I want to stockpile somewhere. I want to be able to get down to clay, and it's not too far down there. It's probably about maybe 2.5 feet from the level of the ground right there. And I want to pick through and get the stones and the rocks and everything like that and kind of load them up. So I want to be able to build a base of boulders, and then going to smaller rock, and then eventually some 3" minus, or if there's an abundance of clay, I'm going to dig the clay up and put that there. All these things are going to be determined at a later point as soon as I start getting into the project. So I hopefully will have a game plan by the end of this weekend. I hope to have a solid game plan, but hopefully by the end of the day I'll have somewhat of a game plan. So the challenge here obviously is this is the main runoff for the beaver dam here to that pond, and it's running down this way. So I'm going to purchase a culvert. I'm not going to make a bridge for this one. So I'm going to purchase a large culvert to go in there, and the rocks I'm going to build the overpass, I guess, there with the culvert, and then continue over to that side there. Now, another point where is a little bit more of indefinite is on this side here. I haven't dug down to actual clay bottom on that side yet, so I don't know, as I go along, I don't know how deep I'm going to have to go for clay. I might end up just completely abandoning ship on all of that if things don't go to plan, and just again putting more of a I don't know, it's not even topsoil, but I guess a topsoil and whatever type of material I can pull from here, and just building another land bridge there. And then throwing some maybe some cloth, some road building cloth over top of that after it dries, and then putting some 6" minus on top of that. So that would be worst case scenario, and also not really what I want to do, because it's probably about $600 a roll for that stuff. One roll should be enough to go across, but we shall see. So anyway, got the machine warming up in this plus, I think it's like 35 degrees with the Humidex. Insanely hot, especially for June. But yeah, let's get to it. And the dog's got the right idea. She's just playing in the pond over here, chasing her shadows and whatever other bugs she can try and get. What do you think, Nova? What do you think? You having fun? What? Who? Huh? Based on what we got going over here, where I just did the crossing, this is probably not going to make for a good idea right off the hop. I could potentially swamp this thing, but she's pretty goopy in there. Anyway, well, I'm going to see what I can do about kind of clearing this down, see if I can find some base to it, start peeling all this stuff back, and then maybe revamp my idea after I get stuck. So here's to hoping I don't get stuck while the dog plays. Oh, rock. Okay, so just as the weatherman had predicted, thunderstorm is at 4 o'clock. I wouldn't have thought it. But weather we've been having for the past couple of days would definitely explain or justify a storm, because it's been really, really hot and really humid. So anyway, it's raining now. Got the dog inside. It's actually really coming down a lot harder than this right now. Like maybe 10 minutes ago. So I just went back to go get the camera here in the machine. So it's start coming down again here. Just gonna grab some stuff out of the truck. Maybe make myself a little snack or something to eat. Get the dog some food. And hopefully ride out this storm. If it continues to go, then I may just hop back in the machine and take it to the other side so it doesn't get completely swamped in. Get it out while I have some glimmer and a hope. Anyway, it's raining, so I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, so bad hair don't care. Not sure how I'm looking right now, but probably not good. Anyway, regardless, breaking the weather. I can hear the storm coming. It's coming around the bend. Yeah, I'm just going to continue on here a little bit. So a little bit of what I got going on. This is kind of the base. It's somewhat solid down there. So my plan of action so far is to continue this all the way back to there. I'm probably going to keep this section closed off for right now because that's open till back there. So what I'll do is I will walk there. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably just, okay, there we go. I'll probably just block this area off there. Maybe I'll try and walk along there. That's going to be pretty soupy though. I'll see how things go, but regardless, I want to close off this area somewhat around here, and then pump all of this water out, pull all of this stuff back, probably make a crossing as I block this off. Just so I can get the machine back over onto this side here, and then I'll work on just pumping all the water out, and I'll just get rid of the water over here with the pump, and that will probably be a tomorrow project. Or maybe I'll run it tonight. I have no idea. I just don't know how quick it's gonna fill back up again. Obviously, it's not a really solid dam that I'm building here, but might keep some of the water out. But I'm sure the groundwater will leach back in. Dog is making a wonderful mess of the pond here. You could see to the bottom when we first got here, but yeah, not anymore. It's pretty murky. You having fun, Nova? Yeah. Anyway, sun and then dark clouds. Not sure how much I'm gonna get done, but regardless, let's get back at it with another time lapse. this yet once again over, but I gotta wait for this to dry. So it'll take probably a couple of weeks before I can walk on it with the machine, but I'll just walk along the right side of that and then just pick up all that and scoot it over one more time, dig it down just as deep again, and again pump it all out and take all that clay and move it over to that side there. So that's the plan so far. We'll have to see how this goes. It's 6:30 now, so I'm going to work for a couple, maybe another 45 minutes or so, and then I'm going to stop for some dinner. Dog's entertaining herself in the pond back there. Not sure what she's doing, but she's having fun, so yeah. Okay, it's 20 to 7. I'm not sure if I'm making any headway or not with the water, but it does look like I'm taking some out, but I'm not sure if it's just coming in as quick as it's going out. But regardless, I gotta pump it out tomorrow, and more than likely it's gonna fill up anyway. So I'm just gonna call it for tonight anyway, and make some dinner and do some stuff to this dog. What are you doing? She is filthy. I'm hoping she goes for a dip in that pond before she comes back into the trailer, because she is, oh my gosh, now she's chasing frogs. Ugh. Muddy dog. Oh, sorry, you're looking at me. Getting the frogs? You getting frogs? You getting frogs? Hey! Get out of that mud! You're disgusting. You're gross. Okay, well, I'll probably end up having to rinse the dog off and try and keep her away from the swamp until tomorrow, when she'll do it all over again. Okay, good night for now. We'll see you in the morning. Okay, good windy morning. It's pretty breezy out. Just went for a walk, had a coffee, and yeah, gotta start on this again. So obviously it did fill up overnight, not completely right up, but gotta put the pump in over there, and hopefully it just doesn't suck up mud. And then just gonna offload it all over there, and then as that dries I'm gonna maybe start trying to bring some rocks over. I got some rocks over there. Pull those and start bringing them over there, and after this dries up, then start pulling the clay and putting it over here. So that is the plan so far. Anyway, bugs are bad, but wind is keeping them away in full force anyway. And yet again, doggy is back at it in the water. I don't mind her playing in this one. I'm playing this one all she wants. So when she plays in this one, all that muck gets in her fur. I had to give her a shower last night. She was filthy. Hey, what are you saying? You could see directly down to the bottom on this pond yesterday before she got at it. troubleshoot this. That section is pumped out for the most part anyway. It's pretty sludgy down there, so it's just going to get all bunged up. But anyway, I'm collecting up these stones, boulders, rocks, and got to move all these over to there. And I collected them from in there. So kind of a slow, tedious process. I think it'll get faster if I use the dump trailer, but collect up stones from the front of the property. But might as well collect up these now and see if it's even going to work. Put the large ones at the base and then kind of fill in between. It's kind of my idea anyway. I'll have to see if it works. So I guess we can say I just took one in the face for the team. Yeah, Had the one rock, very large boulder, decided to drop in front of me, and I took all the mud in here. So yeah, thankfully I have a shower now, so it's alright. Anyway, let's just take a walk, shall we? Here we have an extremely muddy dog that loves shadows. You are not sleeping in the trailer looking like that, doggy. Now let's go down this way. So the plan is now is to get some stones and fill up the dump trailer and start bringing some material here to kind of build this area up. Got a little bit of a bump right there, which obviously isn't so bad in side by side, but when you get into Mini X, there's no shocks in that thing, surprisingly enough, you know. Anyway, I've slicked this back up here, and I have dug a lot. So I put a bunch of rock in here. My intention is to keep on putting rock through there. Hey, Nova, get out of there. Get out of there. And dug a big hole down there. Took up a bunch of clay and looks to be sand as well. A bunch of fool's gold. Sparkling away, catching my eye and making me think other things. I can't really see it now. I guess a little bit here. But when she shines, she shines. Can't really see it, but what a wonderful mess I'm creating here. The pump's all clogged, so that's a pain in the ass. But I tried to dig a low spot there so that all the water would go there, and then I got a little bit overzealous and decided to keep on digging there. So that's my new low spot. I'm not sure how I'm going to pump it out when it does fill up, but I'm still going to attempt to try and pump out this area here. I may walk the machine in here and take some of that clay out there. But yeah, really good solid clay here, and then some sand, and that's everything just leaching through now, and we'll eventually dry up all that as well. Anyway, you might be able to see this gold in them there hills. Can you see that? There's gold there. Not. Okay, well, I'm gonna go wash my face, grab something to eat, and continue screwing around. Okay, so it is Sunday. I just spent the morning mucking about the trailer and such like that. Fixed up the electrical, making sure that that was all done. Do a quick video for that, and I'll throw the link on either side. If it's done, if it's not, then you're missing out, and I'm too lazy. Okay, so it is Sunday, like I said, afternoon. I gotta get back, but my idea about bringing down a bunch of rock here is probably going to be very painstaking. So I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take all the clay that I dug out here yesterday, and I am going to put it all into this hole in hopes that it will dry out. So I'm just going to go down there quick, create a little bit of drainage down to there, and so it will be somewhat dry when I go and put the dirt in, or the clay in. And then I will be leaving it for at least a week anyway, because then I won't be back up here. So that is what I'm going to do. So there may be some time lapse, there may be not, and I will touch base in a second. Okay, bye. Okay, pause for a quick second, just to show you my mess. So pushing all this dirt that was, or clay that was all over there, pushing it all into here, and then I'm just going to start slicking everything up. Grading it, slicking it, and then doing the same to this side over here, and just gotta clean up all this stuff here, and slick it back to make it look all pretty like, but also I think it tends to dry out faster. Not sure if it dries faster or the fact that it doesn't get water on it and stay in there in pockets, maybe, I have no idea. Anyway, regardless, it seems to work better than to not. So I gotta refuel the machine real quick, and then I'll get on probably a time lapse, because just watching excavating is sometimes boring, sometimes not. This whole channel could be boring, but that's your choice. My choice to put up boring content, your choice to watch it. Okay, if you made it this far, congratulations. Gotta keep working. Bye-bye. Okay, so as I go collect said GoPro over there, and walk across this muddy muck. See, it's already starting to dry out there. Don't worry, I'm not walking the machine on here yet, but I think by next week I should be able to bring the machine over and start moving this over, pump out this, and then start getting some more clay. Anyway, back to what I was going to say. That is the slicking and start of over there. I'll go pop over there and show you a quick second or a quick video in a second here. But yeah, just kind of slicked up the banks. The sun will be pounding up against that, so that should be pretty dry by next week, I would think, depending on how much rain we have. Thought process again is that if it's slicked, then the rain will fly right off, maybe, who knows. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff to clean up, like the pump and the rest of the camp, and put everything away before I can get out of here. But I'll take you to the other side here real quick. Come walk with me. So this is all slicked up, and already putting footprints in it. It'll probably be hardened up by this afternoon, but got a nice little bit of grade here, and then basically this will be the starting of the driveway to the other side of the property over there. I'm not going to walk on that because it is going to be wet. Need some more rocks, but that'll happen later. Anyway, clean off the tracks. Look at the dog. Hey, hey, get off there. You're making a mess. Yeah, clean off the tracks, clean up the machine, get some stuff, pack up shop, return to Civilization. It's French for civilization. Okay, so it's what happens when you spend a little bit too much time out in the woods by yourself. Okay, so anyway, probably won't do another video or another segment to this. This will be the end of this episode because I got lots to do. Okay, so we will see you the next time you see me. Bye.